the thing that makes me worried about writing their book is because I don't want to disappoint readers because it's such a, you know, and that was the thing with Wellsie and Tor and Autumn, was that the emotional connection with a lot of readers with Wellsie was so deep that I knew that people were going to have a hard time with it. And so I had all these, like, you know, scenes in my head, and I know better. I tried to tinker with a scene in Lover Revealed back in Butch's book, and I had this great idea that I was going to, like, conserve space, and I was going to consolidate this, and we were going to move around here, and that's, the pictures shut up, the voices shut down, I was left with nothing.
This is about the longest month of my life.
Yeah. Just calling her on the phone. Nothing. I got nothing. And then I realized that my job as an author is to take the stories that are floating in the ether over my head and get them on the page. And my job is to do that in such a way so that the reader can at least have a shot at seeing what I see. That's all I got. I'm not smart enough to think this stuff up. I just have to go with what I'm shown. So I knew all along that Wellsie was going to die. It was a surprise that it happened in the third book. I knew all along that Tor was going to end up with another, I mean, like from Dark Lover, I knew that this was going to happen, which meant it was a killer for me to write the Wellsie scenes for the first, like, couple of books. I mean, especially with the John Matthews stuff in Lover Eternal. It was kill. The woman with the damn ginger sauce, and she's giving ginger. And then she's walking around that goddamn kitchen going, I love the kitchen. I'm like, enjoy it while you got it. It wasn't very long. What do you want from me? I mean, the thing was, is, I'm running out of money. How much time do we have left? No, seriously, how much time do we have left? About $20 worth. So, you know, my thing was that I was nervous that readers weren't going to get it. Absolutely. So the first decision that I made, because I had all these scenes with he and Autumn, is I'm like, we need a year to do this. Because again, I don't have any chronology, but I can't, I'm like, there's no way this is happening in anything shorter than a year.
Right. Yeah.
And I thought that, you know, some people felt that Tor was really cruel to Autumn.
He was.
And he actually, and I actually, it was funny when I turned the first draft in and I told my editor, I was like, there's one scene in this that you are not going to like. And I didn't like it.
Me too.
And I think that people who are hurt and wounded do really bad stuff.
Yep.
And it isn't that he's a bad guy, it's that he's in a really bad spot. And I've done things I've regretted because I've been, you know, whatever. I think that it's just part of the way you get through life. And she was strong enough to withstand that, you know? So anyway, that's so I can totally get where people are coming from, where they're like, I don't want a part of this. But I also really appreciate the readers who are like, this was great. Now I understand how this is possible.
Yeah.
You know?
Excellent.